right, so here we are with the kids. You can see Chloe, Cooper, and Cisco. These are their beds we're working on. It is time for them to have their lunch. So have their lunch here. Remember, they're on their beds at all times, but they're in their home. They're either on the leash, on the bed, or in that reflection space. So right now we're on the beds. We want the bed to be a place that they love. So we loved them, we rubbed all over them. This is just where we hang out in the home. So I'm gonna give them their lunches on their bed also, because this is a place where we want them to love, right? And who doesn't love food? So they each have their name on them, so I know who to give to who. They each have a water bucket by their bed, so I'm just gonna place the food by the water so that they can eat their food. And so they have food by their beds when it's food time, and they always have water by their beds. Wait, wait, wait. I don't know if you could see me with Cisco. I was doing a thing where every time he'd go for the food, I'd make my noise and pull it back and ask him to wait. I do want him to stop trying to knock the food out of my hand to eat it. And so I'm just having him practice being patient while I give it to him. The kids are on their bed. This is day 2, so we're going to start to up the excitement level of things, where we knock on doors. Coming! Coming! Will you ring the doorbell, Caleb, and then we'll go to school? Caleb's going to go ring the doorbell for me. Oh, here Chloe got off. She finished her food, so I'm going to take that. Coming! Hey, how's it going? Oh, it's so good to see you. Welcome to my house. Come on in. And you can see everyone's doing a good job. You can see Cisco does have the harder spot because he's actually by the door. I noticed while I was entering the door for Caleb, my husband just pulled in the driveway and Cisco's looking at him, right? We don't get to stand up even though he's coming up to the door. What Cisco is really interested in outside that door is the orange cat named Cheeto. So Cheeto's right outside the door. Cheeto loves to torment dogs. She's pretty hilarious, actually. And so that's who's just on the outside teasing poor Cisco. But it's important for Cisco to learn to control himself. He's got all those extra hormones in him and is a little more reactive. And so we really want to work with him being able to see out the window, but making sure he acts appropriately. I think Cooper finished his food. 3 awesome eaters, that's great. And now we're just gonna hang. There, I was able to apply distance pressure from a long distance for Cisco, which is awesome. That's what we want, right? I'd love to be able to be sitting here, you know, cooking or whatever, and be able to just use a quick little look or glance, and the dogs be like, oh, whoops, that's right, chill out. So that's what we're going for. We want them to be able to be calm, cool, and collected, even while lots of things are happening. So I'm not going to stand here and just like hover over them. You can see Ollie's eating his lunch. Caleb just finished eating pizza. Caleb, will you put your placemat in the seat for me? Thanks, buddy. We're in and out all over the place, and that's what we want it to be. We want this just to be routine. It's training, but it's not different than our normal lives, right? We're cooking in the kitchen, we're serving people, we have, let's see, there's 8 kids and 2 adults for meal times, and all the dogs are just sitting around while we eat or while we cook or whatever, and we just want them to learn to chill. If I'm not in here to watch them, and I'm going to be gone for more than 20 seconds, at this point I will either leash them to me or put them in their reflection space, or if it was time, they'd go out to free play. I do not trust them to stay in here for prolonged periods of time. So like, I gotta take Caleb to school now. We've been reflecting on our beds for a while. We've been practicing our beds, so they're gonna go to reflection. But I wouldn't just leave them here and go to preschool. Eventually they'll be able to do that, but that's not for a while, especially when there's 3 of them. It gets a little more tricky, like I had mentioned in some of my other videos, when you have buddy dogs.